for example, for audition purposes, when I was at drama school, I had an agent. I was fortunate. I got an agent before I went to drama school because I had done this play, and an agent from that British Drama Academy, there was one-off performance, and actually I froze on stage in that play. It was like I had stage fright, or whatever it was. Obviously it was probably more connected to the fact, the dyslexia aspect of it, I think. I just was like, I froze, I couldn't remember anything, I went blank. But I got an agent, nevertheless, from that show. Something was working. And that led to some auditioning, and I auditioned through drama school, and the gift of dyslexia in that instance for me was that I learned everything inside out, so I was fully prepared. So I had done many meetings before I met for Peter Jackson, for example, which was the first major, it was my first role out of drama school. Outside, after I left drama school, it was the first role I got when I left drama school, which was incredible. But I had been in many rooms and I'd really learnt the dialogue, and so I was very well prepared, you know what I mean, I suppose, and that was a good thing. But it was a nightmare, it was really hard work, and I would have to get my sides well in advance. I'd tell my agent, I need the sides at least 2 or 3 days in advance, because I would find if I learnt my lines at night and slept on them and then looked at them first thing in the morning, they would sort of sink in, and I needed 2 nights to have them, you know what I mean? To have them really solid there. It's posed a problem sometimes on films because, you'll get the sides the day of sometimes because, it's just, that's the nature of the business. But I don't know, one way or another, I guess, on films I've managed to
What happens with teleprompters?
Do you have trouble with that? If you have to read,
I mastered reading out loud in drama school somehow. The 3 years of training at drama school really, with reading stuff like Milton's Paradise Lost, where the imagery is so profound and great, you start to connect with thoughts. And I had this great teacher, Russian director, who couldn't speak English actually, and he had a translator, but he seemed to be able to see your soul when you were performing as opposed to anything else. But he taught us to learn everything by thought. So as opposed to just learning the text, just learn the thoughts and then forget the text. And we weren't allowed to even recite the text. So that sort of stuff helped.
What would you say to a 7-year-old or 8-year-old Orlando today?
I'd say just hold on to your dreams and, never ever think that you're not good enough or that you're stupid. Never let anyone tell you that you're stupid or that, you're not capable, because it's a human issue, isn't it? It's like, it's mostly a human issue, we're all the same, we're all equal, and, and we deserve a shot. And I would just say, take this obstacle and make it the reason to have a big life. Because if you can climb and if you can overcome that obstacle, you're going to be that much further ahead than anyone else. Because it takes having obstacles to, to learn and grow and be better. It's like if it was smooth, plain sailing, what do you become? If you're a straight A student, maybe that's great. But I'm sure there are plenty of straight A students who end up smoking pot, taking out. You know what I mean? But the obstacle, the mountain that is the challenge of climbing that dyslexia is something that you can make your own and make it a reason to be a winner in life.
Was homework hard for you? And this is coming from... Was homework, and this is coming from an 11-year-old.
It was a nightmare. Homework was always hard for me. Writing essays, dissertations, as I said, getting my thoughts on the page, it was so difficult, but, keep writing them, do the best you can, and just trust that your life has got something in store, even if it isn't immediately apparent. One of the things that might help for kids today is like talking books, for example. Like, they really help. Like, listening really helps. I don't know, I'm terrible with typing, but if I had learned to type, I think that it might really help with, encourage, the technology in that aspect would really help typing. I don't know if if that's true, but because I haven't experienced it. But talking books and yeah, I was kind of always waiting for a computer that I could speak to, and it would type. You know, the words would spew down.
We have it. We have it.
Oh, you have them?
We have it. Yeah.
Great. Well, where do I get one?
Okay. Well.